Hey, what's up, guys? This is KRAZYKent, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different today. I decided to pretty much make some videos telling stories about my youth, and I'm going to be doing more videos about that because there's really a lot of funny stories to tell, mostly from like high school and middle school and shit like that. I don't know. I can't remember anything farther than that. But anyway, let me go ahead and tell you the story about the time when I pretty much did the stupidest thing and I never got caught for it. Like seriously, I pretty much got off scot-free. But and this is a funny story, but because first of all, this was one of those times when it was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not in this, so I'm out. Okay, so basically there was this time when I was in theater in high school, because right now I'm in theater and I'm a big theater fanatic. I love theater. I love anything about the theater. I read a lot of theater, Moliere, Shakespeare, anything that's theater. You know I'm gonna be sitting there and reading it. Okay, so there was a time when it was almost the end of school. We only had like one more month until the school ends. I was pretty much in theater most of the time. I was pretty much helping out with shows, and the show that we were doing, or at least that we just got done doing, was Mulan. So we did a production of Mulan at the first high school I went to. I pretty much had to change high school because of some incidents that happened, and I'm gonna get into that later. Okay, so there was a bunch of guys that did a lot of exploring around the theater until one of them, Cole, that's going to be his name for the story because I don't want to say his whole name and pretty much put him out there. Okay, so Cole I pretty much known for the longest, as well as I know his brother. His brother was pretty much the most popular one of the most popular kids in the high school that I went to. So it was pretty much a big thing. And when you're related to the most popular person in high school, you pretty much had to uphold an image. And safe to say, Cole did not give a shit about the image. He was pretty much, shy. He pretty much keeps to himself, while his brother would pretty much go out and say hi to people, pretty much be the nicest guy ever. He's pretty much like one of those people that's like you can hang out with at a party and shit like that, and then next thing you know, it's like, hey, oh, it's a good time. But then when you look at him and compare him to his little brother is not like that at all. He doesn't like to go partying. I don't think he likes to talk to people that much unless you pretty much like the stuff that he likes to talk about. Like for instance, I think he was into Halo, and I never really had an Xbox at the time, so I didn't know shit about Halo, and I wasn't even fucking playing Halo. But I know much about video games, and that pretty much is what got him talking to me about it. And for some reason, he was addicted to the game Happy Wheels, which I still don't know why. But anyway, he was a good little kid. I hung out with him a couple of times, only at the school, because during that time, I never really had a car. While everybody was pretty much learning to get their permit and their driver's license, I pretty much wasn't giving more of a fuck about that back then. I was pretty much sitting there just like, reading manga, doing all other shit, and hardly concentrating in school mostly of the time, mostly due to the fact that when you're in high school, it's like you have to pretty much focus on not doing anything embarrassing so people will talk about it from years to come, because that was the main thing about high school. Nobody was giving a shit about their schoolwork, and for those that do, I give you props. But for me, I had to pretty much make sure I didn't do anything embarrassing so people will pretty much talk about it for years on end, because that's what high school is all about. You're trying to keep up your image, and you're trying to keep yourself from developing an image. Pretty much anybody who finds something embarrassing about you and put that shit on blast in high school, you know you're conveniently fucked, because the next thing you know, they're going to be talking about it for years on end, and not like years like until adulthood. They're going to be talking about it for the rest of your like high school life and probably into college. So it's going to be hard for you, and it's going to be embarrassing, and then people are just not going to stop talking. They're just going to keep thinking all the shit that happened to you, and they're going to keep laughing about it, and then next thing you know, it's like you'll never get closure at all. That was my high school struggle back then. But Cole, it was safe to say that his high school reputation, he doesn't give a flying fuck about that, mostly due to the fact that everybody looks at him and say, oh, he's nothing like his brother. His brother is also cool. His brother is awesome. His brother is hot. Let the record show that I do not think that this guy is hot. I'm just saying that this is what a lot of people and females think. Yeah, so that pretty much tells you what kind of school I went to. This was this kind of school where it was nothing but preps, and pretty much preps from a pretty much high middle class family or a really high family, rich families and shit. Like this is a school where these type of people go to, and then they have parents that work all the time and pretty much give their kids all types of shit. This was that kind of school. Like it wasn't like a public, like a private school or something, like where you pretty much sit around rich kids or something, but it was pretty much to that amount, because depending on who you are, who your parents are, and if you're good in sports or not, like if you were like the sport champion and getting your dick sucked all the time by cheerleaders and all that bullshit. It was to the point where everybody remembered your name. You were up there. Everybody did remember my name only because of the fact that my mother would be the one person to give me a weird ass name. And second of all, they remember me for all the wrong reasons. First of all, I didn't even give a shit who you are, who your family is, or how much money your family makes in their bank account. I don't give a flying fuck. I will literally cuss you out and not give a flying fuck. I was that kind of kid. I didn't give a shit. And I'm still not sorry to this day. Or at least I don't think I'm sorry to this day. I don't know. I'm surprised I even fucking remember that. But anyway, back to Cole. He pretty much was the kind of person that didn't really give a shit about other people's opinion. Honestly, I don't think he gives a shit about most things. So he was the one who pretty much told me about a thing that was going to happen. So basically it was him and a couple other guys. And let me go ahead and say Cole was kind of white. And, well, not kind of. He is white. And the rest of us were pretty much black and everything. So basically I know other guys because they were all sitting in my theater class, and these were the kind of black kids that pretty much would sit in the theater class and not even pay attention in the class. I think mostly due to the fact that most of everything that we talk about in theater class is musicals, and that's just about it. We don't talk into classical theater. We don't talk into like theaters that are just straight plays. None of that shit like Death of a Salesman or Rose's Dilemma shit. No, none of that shit. It was basically musicals. You can imagine my torture when I had to sit in a fucking classroom and watch a motion picture version of fucking Mamma Mia. And I hates Mamma Mia. And if my future self hold this video to your wife's ear and tell her straight up, fuck no, I am not seeing Mamma Mia. I don't give a shit if you like it. You can go see it with your friends or your mother. I don't give a flying fuck. I am not seeing Mamma Mia. For one, that movie was fucking terrible. And then second, Pierce Brosnan being in that movie was fucking terrible. But that's just me, and that's my opinion. So if you all like the movie, please don't take it the wrong way. I'm just saying, as my honest opinion, as a theater person and as a theater goer and a movie buff, Mamma Mia was probably the worst movie I ever seen, and it was pretty much, yeah, it's my opinion still. But anyway, all the more to the side. So these were the kids that pretty much didn't give a shit about what goes on in the theater class. We were just walking around and everything, and then Cole and the others pretty much told me to come here for a second. And then next thing you know, we went up to the sound booth, and let me go ahead and say that I'm the only one who has access to the sound booth, mostly due to the fact that I was mostly working on the sounds while we were doing the production of shows and everything. So basically I was pretty much the techie guy. I wasn't really into theater like that because I still had like self-esteem issues, and I was pretty shy, especially when it comes to plays and stuff. So I was pretty much the tech guy. I was the guy working the magic, pretty much changing all the stuff and pretty much changing the stages and everything and like that, and you know, basically shit like that. And then next thing you know, they got me in the sound booth pretty much doing the sounds, where I wasn't really putting in sounds or anything. I was just hitting the cues whenever the sound needs to go in and shit like that. Basically all of that. And so basically I was God and I created sound. I'm the god of sound. But anyway, back to the story. Whether you're in the sound booth or whether you're backstage, well, mostly you probably notice it as when you're backstage and when you're in a theater. Okay, so there's like the back of the theater, and then there's the stairs leading up to the ramps on top of the theater. So basically, this was at the time where pretty much, you know, like the ramps were connected to the sound booth and shit like that. But I didn't even know it at the time. I didn't even know the ramps and everything was connected like that. So basically, when you go to the back of a theater, you'll see the stairways that leads up to the ramps, and it goes in circular. But then when you mostly go back there, you see that it's pretty much locked, mostly due to the fact that it leads up to the ramps. So if it's locked up, it basically tells you your ass is not supposed to be up there. So this is for the techie people that have to go up there and work on the lightings and the falterings and everything like that. This is basically for the people who know what to do and how to be up on the ramp. Because 9 times out of 10, if you go up on the ramp and you don't know what the hell you're going to do, you're probably going to fall off, break your neck, break your legs. I don't fucking know. All I know is that you're probably going to fuck yourself up. So basically, and I didn't know that the ramps were connected to the theater stage and the theater sound booth. So they wanted to go up and check it out. I may, being the goody two shoes I was, and the fact that I actually liked the teacher, the theater teacher at the time, because basically she was like my high school mother. Every single time when something happened, I would go to her for advice or help or anything, or just someone to talk to. And even though that nobody really liked her that much, I liked her mostly due to the fact that ever since I got into the high school, she was the only teacher that didn't give me shit. So I liked her a hell of a lot more than the teachers there. So being a goody two shoes, I pretty much went up there with the guys and pretty much, you know, wanted to see what it was like. I just wanted to see what the ramp was like, see it, and then go all the way back down. But apparently we went up there, and then the ramps, we could see we couldn't even see the entire theater when we were up on the ramps, mostly because there was covering, so people would think that there was nothing up there but ceilings and shit like that. This will pretty much keep people from being distracted when they're watching a show, or when they hear something up there and they look up and they'll just say ceilings and they'll be like, oh, must be bugs or some shit up there. Or, I don't know why they put it up there or anything. So basically we were just exploring all the ramps and everything, and then next thing you know, we heard voices in the theater. We already know that there was some people that was already in the theater, and these were the people that were pretty much either making stuff for the props or taking it down. I don't fucking know. I don't even remember. So they were pretty much down there working on something. So Cole was in the lead, and he was pretty much walking up on the ramps. Now, I didn't know he was going to be doing this, but Cole had the dumbest idea to see if he can make it to the other side of the ramp. Basically, the ramp where I told you guys where the stairs were on the back of the theater, yeah, he was gonna try and make it over there. So I told Cole that pretty much it would be a good idea as far as, you know, halfway to there, instead of going there all the way, and then we just go back down before anybody sees it, because, you know, we're not even supposed to be up there, and the last thing I needed to do is get suspended or get in trouble for some stupid shit. And so basically he decided not to listen. He decided to go over there, try to walk his ass over there to the other side. And I was like, Cole, get back here. What the fuck are you doing? So he literally tried to go over there while everybody was talking and downstairs. They were trying to, like, you know, pretty much figure out what to do with the props and everything. And they were talking and everything. Then all of a sudden, they stopped. They stopped talking, and then next thing you know, me and the other black guys, we just stopped breathing altogether. We stopped breathing, and then next thing you know, there was like, hey, who's up there? Cole? Yes. Basically, he was like halfway there, and then they looked up and recognized probably his fucking head or something. I don't know how she knew he was up there or anything. So basically, and when she said his name, not even said his name, before she said his name, we literally hauled our asses and ran down the ramp faster than you could say Speedy Gonzalez on fucking crack. We were literally hauling ass because, first of all, I didn't want to get caught up there with them. I didn't want to get in trouble, and I definitely didn't want to be, you know, and bigger trouble than I think I already am. So we were hauling ass, and then we were running down the ramp stairs in the sound booth. And let me go ahead and remind you, the sound booth is like upstairs, and it was like maybe like, I don't know, like 15 flights of steps and some shit like that. So basically when you got down the stairs to the ramp, you pretty much had to go down the stairs. Like the black people we are, we literally ran down the stairs, didn't jump off and midway off the ramp just so we could jump down and get out of there quickly. And there was a hallway that pretty much leads to the back where the dressing rooms were. I literally had to look back there to see if they weren't following us, and if they were, I had to keep my head down and haul my ass out of there. And then next thing you know, I look back, Cole wasn't anywhere. He was literally running and taking his time or some shit. I don't even know where the fuck he was at this point because I was trying to get the hell out of there. So right when we got to the front, all the guys pretty much thought that the best idea to do was to go back to the classroom, get their shit, and get the fuck out of there before anybody's asking questions. Now me, I thought that was a good idea at first until I thought this through. If I went back there with them, got my shit, and left, they would have pretty much be skeptical of who was up there with them. They already know Cole was up there because his dumbass pretty much got caught and they saw his face and everything. So if I ran with the guys, they would have suspected that Cole wasn't alone because they all heard more than 1 foot up there. So if I pretty much left, they would have known it was me up there too. So basically, I had the brightest idea to literally take my ass to the bathroom, because this is funny as hell because I don't know how this happened. I literally had to use the bathroom, and I literally went to the bathroom to use it. So I had to establish myself an alibi just in case anybody asked questions. And then I kept along the walls because apparently there's cameras and everything and they can see shit. So I was keeping along the walls, pretty much trying to stay out of view of the camera while I was making my way to the bathroom. And then when I got there and used the bathroom, Cole's dumbass ran into the bathroom, and then he asked me where the other guys were, and I said they went to the theater room just so they could get their shit and get the hell out of there. So he had to stop to catch his breath and he was breathing in and out, like he was breathing hard. I guess that was the hardest he ever run. Not to mention he wasn't really much of a sports guy anyway, so there's that. But anyway, so he was pretty much trying to catch his breath while I was pretty much using the bathroom. And then when he left the bathroom, I literally waited a couple of moments, washed my face because I kind of was sweating a little bit. Not really. But I can't really remember why. I was just pretty much buying time. So basically, while I was in the bathroom, I literally left out of there, walked in my happy ass into the theater, and then one of them was like, "You guys do know you're in trouble, right?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "You weren't up there?" I was like, "No, why? What's going on?" Then they said that they saw Cole up there, and they was up there with a couple other people, but they don't know who. And I was like, "Really? You don't say." Now let me go ahead and pretty much point out that I was in a theater class, took this class ever since I got into high school, and I learned all the basics of what a good actor should do and the advanced stages of what an actor should do. So basically, I acted like I didn't know what the fuck was going on, which I don't know if there's a bigger irony than that. I literally thought it was hilarious. I didn't laugh, I didn't smile, I didn't smirk. The only time I smiled was when I was laughing at the fact that he told me that Cole was up there, and I was like, oh my god, Cole was up there? How the hell did he get up there? That is fucking cool. He was like, I don't know, man. I guess he found a way up there. There was a ramp back in the sound booth, actually. I was like, oh really? Huh, I didn't even know that. And then next thing you know, by the time they got the teacher, she was already pissed. Like literally, when they told her that Cole was up there, she was pissed off. I didn't know how she missed him, especially the fact that he went back to the room. But she was hella pissed, and they told her where they saw him at, how far he gotten, and how far he ran, she was even more pissed. So by the time we got back to the room, and me being an innocent person with an alibi, I told him straight up, I went to the bathroom, I was looking for the teacher, and then boom, there you go. But anyway, so back to the room, Cole was still there. He literally got his shit and was about to leave the room, but he knew he wasn't going to have time because apparently he was waiting for the bell to ring, which he had another 2 fucking minutes. He could have just left out that bitch and been fine. And I guess, I don't know, maybe if he did leave, he would have still been in trouble because, like I said, they saw his face and whatnot. So he had the bright idea to hide behind the fucking closet and hope to God she doesn't see her. Now, let me go ahead and pretty much give you a visual. The way out of the theater room is the right next door to the theater. So you go into it, it's kind of like a small little thing because it used to be the old theater room and everything by its design. So basically, when they rebuilt it, it's pretty much 2 ways to get in there. One would be the back way, which pretty much is down a ramp which leads into the dance room, and then when you come back down, there's like the class area of the theater room. So basically, there was when you go down that ramp, and there's the board on that side of the wall, and then when you go over, there's like a closet right there. I don't know if I'm drawing this out for you, but this is as best as I can remember it because, like I said, my first high school. A lot of bad memories, and I'm trying hard not to remember it. So basically, he was hiding behind that closet in between there and the door. And let me go ahead and say that was the shittiest hiding place he could ever come up with because a 2-year-old couldn't find him and hide and seek from there. But anyway, let's go ahead with the story. So he had his stuff in hand, ready to run. Said he's got 2 minutes until the bell rings. Teacher comes in there, pissed off, and then automatically she sees him. She sees the bag in his hand. She sees his hand, and everybody was there, and they pretty much heard the whole thing of what happened, like basically, because I guess one of the guys went in there, told him exactly what happened, and all she had to say was, "Where's Cole?" And then everybody just pointing him out like he wasn't even hiding. You could literally see him as soon as you walk into the goddamn room. So just as the bell rang, he was trying to play that little thing, and it was still funny to this day because he was like, "Hi, Miss So-and-so." I'm sitting here laughing my ass off because I'm like, dude, you're so in trouble, and yet you're trying to play it off like you're in some kind of a high school sitcom show. You know, like when you sit and watch Saved by the Bell or Boy Meets World, and then one of the persons get in trouble, and then next thing you know, they go, "Hey, Mr. Macklin, what's up?" Like, you know, they've been caught and everything, and they're trying to con their way out of that shit. First of all, I know Cole isn't a good bullshitter like I am. I pretty much taken years in theater class and I could bullshit my way out of anything. And let me go ahead and say, I did not go back up there because one, they locked the door to it, and two, I wouldn't even go back up there if I tried, because one, I'm scared of heights. So first of all, let's get that out of the way. Second, I love theater, but I am not gonna die for the theater on this day. No fucking shot. So basically, when she finally caught him, I didn't catch the whole conversation because the bell rung. So that was the time for me to take my happy ass and get the fuck out of there before people start asking questions and shit. Like I said, I already had an alibi. I was in the bathroom, I was looking for her, and I couldn't find her and where the shit. And then that's when I heard this whole thing happen. Until they listened to this video and they're like, oh wow. I told my girlfriend this story and she was surprised at the fact that I used my theater skills to get out of trouble. Wow. And I still felt bad, but like I said, they never asked me anything, so I never said anything. And like I said, I just remembered it just now. So I didn't even know it happened to myself because, you know, first high school, not fun. But let me go ahead and finish out the story. So I pretty much sit with the small group of people that I sit with, because in high school you pretty much had to change a group every once in a while. I sat with one group when my freshman year up to my sophomore year. Then I changed to a small group. Then I changed to another small group. So this is pretty much the third small group I pretty much sat with. And basically I sat with them, told them everything that had happened. And then here comes Cole, pissed off as hell, saying, I can't believe the other guys didn't stay and defend me. I was like, no, first of all, you were the dumbass who went out halfway and got caught because of the fact that your dumbass wanted to see if you could get to the other side. Me and the other guys were in the clear, because first of all, we were not dumb enough to go up there halfway and then get ourselves known, because one, we're black people. We try to stay out of trouble, even though that we have a good job of getting into trouble. So it was kind of funny for us that we got away and he was the only one that did. I don't think the other guys got in trouble because, first of all, I don't think they know who was up there, so it's like too early to start pointing fingers and shit like that. So they got off scot-free. I got off scot-free because, like I said, I had an alibi, and because of the fact that, you know, they never caught me. But Cole, on the other hand, I did not know what happened to him after the whole event thing happened. First of all, I heard a ton of things happen. I heard that he got suspended. I heard a whole bunch of other shit. But everything that happened after that, I didn't remember what the hell was the punishment. I don't fucking know. I do know he was in ROTC at the time. So whatever happened there, I really don't know. But basically, that was the whole story of how I almost got caught and didn't. So there was that. And let me go ahead and pretty much tell you this. Kid, whoever is watching this video, whenever you pretty much get into something stupid with your friend, you need to pretty much think to yourself, is it fucking worth it? Because you need to pretty much look at the big picture and some shit like that. Because as first of all, this was back in the time when I was an adolescent and I was pretty much doing dumb shit all the fucking time. But even I knew that going up on the ramp was a big no-no, because one, I could get suspended or expelled. But yeah, my happy ass pretty much took my ass up there. Nearly could have gotten hurt because there could be a faulty in the railings and I could have slipped and died or some shit. Or I would have gotten caught and I would have been in the same trouble as Cole. So basically, and the whole point of this is to tell you that whenever you pretty much have that thought in your head that maybe you shouldn't do something, maybe it would be best for you to just not do it. Unless your friend's girlfriend pretty much hits on you and she's cute as all hell, then fuck that voice. You better go and hit that shit. But anyway, that's the story of what happened, what could have happened, and what didn't happen, and who pretty much got caught. Who's not me. So this is the whole story that like I said, I just remember it happened, so I didn't really know. And the fact that I pretty much sat here and talked about it for fucking 30 minutes, because literally I'm looking at this counter right now, it pretty much baffles me right now. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the story, and there could be more stories coming up if I can even remember it or whatnot. Basically, the whole point of me telling the story is that I want to get to know you guys. I want you guys to get to know me, and not just YouTuber who's trying to get views or some shit. I actually want to get to know you guys as people, and to show you that even in my time, of adolescence, there was a lot of mistakes that were made. And I promise you, these stories are definitely not going to try and change your life for the better, but there's something for you to remember that I'm still human. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm sure there'll be more out there, and I will try my best to pretty much put up some content. So please stay tuned for more. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my Twitter is going to be at KRAZYKent Gamer, as well as on Facebook, KRAZYKent Gamer. So basically, follow my Facebook, KRAZYKent Gamer, and follow my Twitter at KRAZYKent Gamer, and also follow me on Twitch. And also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you like this story in this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. You go ahead and do what the hell you want. I'm not your parent. You're not my responsibility. Seriously, you're not. Just do whatever the fuck you want. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!